It's always so hot. Drake? His dad pressed. Why else? Dad was rarely cross, at least not with this son. Drake anguished at the thought of missing something important from a lesson. Because it would... The stomach... The stomach? Dad crossed his arms, head tilted. The body language jacked with Drake's thinking even more. I don't remember, he surrendered in a frustrated defeat. His head and shoulders slumped, but his fists balled, still in the fight. Because it would... suck. Alex Wolf's tight lips broke into a coy smile. Exactly. It would suck. Especially with a deep puncture into the gastrointestinal tract. A field medic would have to plug it. Maybe use a tampon or something if he didn't have the right supplies. Not that a lot of guys have tampons in the field. He joked. Drake visibly grimaced at the thought of blood, and of female hygiene products. Sorry, Alex grinned. But anyway, using something to plug and absorb blood to buy time. Now that could also cause contamination, so you're not out of hot water yet. Either way, a doctor will have to open the patient up, find the source of the bleed, and also treat for infection. His eyebrows raised for impact. It's pretty major. Alex popped an ice piece into his mouth. He lifted his son's chin to make eye contact and crunched the frozen chip. But it would definitely suck, bud. And the question sure isn't important enough to stress over. Got it? Drake nodded in understanding. But being trapped in his own compulsions was something that he himself couldn't understand. He didn't think that was really the right answer, and that bugged him to the point of neurotic distraction. The boy's IQ was off the charts, as was his height for a young teen. Tunisian couscous stews and merguez sausage, Drake's food staple, were filling out his broad swimmer frame a plate at a time. Aside from his dark hair, he didn't take after his mother's lean Cypriot side of the family. But his OCD didn't come from his father, nor did Drake's lack of confidence. Is that really the answer? I mean, suck, like not good, not sucking wound. I can't remember the right word. Drake still wore a mask of heavy concern. His tongue clicked again as he contemplated. What? Alex's blank look showed no clue as to what had been said, and then it changed to revelation. Drake was still wrestling with closure. Sheesh, let it go, buddy. You're maybe thinking pneumothorax? Like through a chest wall? Pneumothorax. Yes. Drake perked up. That's the word. You taught me that last week. Remember it. Pneumothorax, pneumothorax, pneumothorax. He recited to himself. Alex leaned against the tiled counter and lowered his voice. Drake, no one in the field will say pneumothorax. They'll say suck. And we don't need to talk about it, but the tongue clicking is getting louder again. There's no need to be so concerned about an absolutely correct answer. Life's not that clear. Drake was well aware of the fact that the clicking drove his dad apeshit, but at least they had overcome the blinking tic. You are your mom's son. He put his hand on the boy's shoulders with another reassuring pat. Drake, there could be lots of answers to a lot of questions, but in there somewhere, he tapped his own head, is also your dad. You gotta let me out, too. He winked. And most importantly, find yourself. Tension continued to lift from the boy. So a recap, and then I'm done lecturing. Rely first on what you've learned and how you've trained. Second, rely on your gut. Whatever your answer, whatever your choice, you won't be wrong. Because it's your choice. And there's rarely only one option. And you can't use your energy stressing on a decision. Make your decision and free your mind to respond if you need to make another quick decision. He rapped Drake on the noggin. Mind memory is still muscle memory. It becomes second nature. Instinct is developed with self-confidence. Believe in yourself, kid. That I can't teach. That's on you. That's your inner voice. Let your inner voice, not your tight head voices, get you out of problems. His father shared with the utmost of compassion to the family's fragile flower.